Hey y'all, it's Melissa. Welcome to Messy Missy Creates. I am going to work in my journal today. Not guaranteeing we're going to work on one page specifically. We might bounce around a little bit and do some catching up. I printed out a bunch of stuff for the week. Well, I guess this would be last week at this point. And I had to reprint my days and dates for the 17th through the 20th or whatever. Anyway, I can't find them. They're here somewhere. But I want to go back to Mother's Day real quick because I did, and I should have printed them out initially and I didn't. I have to dig back pretty far into my camera, my photos, to find pictures of my mom because she's been gone for 10 years. And luckily the cloud keeps them on my phone. This is, I think I printed these all too big, so they're not going to all make it onto the page, but these are some of my favorite pictures of, this was my mom pre-stroke, this was my mom post-stroke. And this is one of my favorite pictures of my daughter and my mom together. And so this was a picture, she was in a wheel, we wheeled her out. Actually, my daughter was pushing her. And I had written a poem. I think this was the Mother's Day after she passed. And it says, "We still visit you." I wrote this to her for Mother's Day. "We still visit you on this day, just not in the usual way. No brunch or gifts do we exchange, just the flowers that we change. From fall then winter turns to spring, and your favorite hymn that we sing. No new memories to be made, just treasuring the ones that will not fade. I miss you, Mom, and love you so. On with our lives we must go. Till next time at our meeting place, each time hoping to see your smiling face. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Love, Melissa." And then this was one of my favorites. I couldn't find my favorite picture of me and my daughter. So obviously, like I said, all this is not going to fit on this card. But I thought I would at least put that on there. And then, like this one would probably fit down here. I could fit this one. No, this needs to go in this corner. This one would need to go in this corner. Like that. If I were to do that. I don't know. But, like I could put this one here. I have room over here, and I still need to cut this down and put this in here. I had this just in case I wanted it, and I could put this picture of her on it and put it in here. That would work. If I wanted to cover the back and write on it, I could, but, or I could put, I wanted to see if I could at least put these two on here. Yeah, they'll fit. But this was after my mom's stroke. This was, she lived for 18 months after her first stroke. And then she had a second stroke, and it took her other side. And anyway, then this one I might put, I think I am going to cut the white parts off the top of her head. This was one of the trips that I went. This has been from several years ago. I think it was back in 2019. My husband and I went, she was living in Charlotte, and we went up there for, you know, just to visit her for a week. And that was, anyway, it was one of the pictures that I liked. It was just a selfie that we took. So I think I'm going to do that. I mean, I could leave that just front and center. And I could have printed it bigger. It printed out darker than I thought. But this was the day that we got to take her to the beach. It was actually at in Panama City Beach. This was when my daughter was in college. Is when my mom had her stroke. And so my daughter did something in Panama City Beach that summer where she worked there. It was a thing through school. And she we went to visit her, and so they had this big boardwalk, and so Mom loved looking at the beach and the water and everything. And we could never figure out how to get her down there in the sand. So anyway, I thought I would do that. And then I've got all this other stuff that I'm just going to place places and try to get some things done. Because today, I don't know what today is. Today is behind. That's what today is. So I'm going to put this one right here. I don't have a current photo of my daughter and I. Well, probably the most current. I don't know. I don't get to see her that often to get pictures. Oh no, I got goopity goop on her white skirt. Goopity goop. Okay, so I'm going to glue that one down first. But I just thought that was the sweetest picture. And there was another picture that was really sweet. And they were just kind of looking at each other, you know, kind of face to face. It was the same day, same pose, same everything, or whatever. Not same pose, obviously. But they were just kind of staring, you know, nose to nose. And it was just so sweet. And I captured that moment. And I just wondered, you know, because my mom lost her ability to speak in her stroke, as well as her whole right side. And it was a pretty massive stroke. She was in bad shape for a while. We didn't think she was going to make it through, but she did. And anyway, she never regained any movement back on her right side, or never regained much speech at all. She had both types of speech damage. So it was just, you know, I'm almost tempted to put that there and cover up that right there. I mean, I could just put her, no. Well, I hate to cover up the You're Beautiful. I could put it like that. Does that look weird? I mean, it covers up. I don't know. Maybe I don't feel like making that decision right this second. I need to cut down the AT&T thing. But wanted to add those pictures in there to Mother's Day. Never did finish this this tag either. So I certainly could put... I had one picture where my daughter had brought my mom a rose, and she was sniffing, you know, she was bending down. You can't see me because I'm sniffing a rose. And that was when she died. That was like one of the pictures that we took of her right before she died. And I titled it Sweet as a Rose. So it's fitting that there's a rose on here. And anyway, so that I just kind of knew I had to add to that. That's a hard day for me for a lot of reasons. And so I just had to do that day a little at a time. So I still haven't glued that on. I'm not going to worry about that unless I have... no, I mean, I've got that image. I don't feel like fooling with that day. This day doesn't excite me. I love this paper, but I don't know. I think the dude with all the magazines kind of ruined it for me. And I could come across the top with some washi, and that might help get some of that off of there. But I don't feel like fooling with that page today. I did cut this piece down to cover up this Halloween. I mean, obviously, if I had noticed that was Halloween, I would have saved it for my October journal. But I did not notice it, so therefore we're using it in May, and I'm covering it up. So, my hand is doing okay. I have not heard from the orthopedic doc. I'm waiting on an appointment with an orthopedist. So, it's doing some better. Not enough, you know, to call off the appointment. I was really hoping that by the time they called, it would feel better, and I'd just call off the appointment. That was my plan. I can use... Oh, and I can glue crooked, too. Wow. Okay, let's try it. And then once you do that, it curls up, and then it's really even harder to get on straight. Okay, so if I can get that straight, that's not bad. Not bad at all. I don't have that much to put on this day, but I can at least get the day and number. I do have one picture. This, I'm going to use this one, even though it wasn't deemed for today. Well, I may not use it. I'm going to glue this one on. I could glue it onto here. See, and then there's always the but do I want to put down, and that is not the same green. Not even close. This sort of is. Do I want to glue something like this down first so that I can have some journaling space? Now, I have plenty of journaling space over here, and I did debate on cutting that off. I guess I opted not to do that because I just covered it. Hi-yi-yi. Because I don't need it. I really didn't. I mean, I have my pool weeds and my garden stuff and, you know, that sort of thing on here. What did I do with my... This one matches the page color. Well, see, that's not gonna... If it covered up, today is a great day, then that would be fine. Okay, that works. It's not that the day wasn't a great day. It's just that I want it to fit, and I don't want it to be half covered. Does that make sense? Okay. As long as we're on the same page. So we're making a little progress. There's all these little pieces that need to be finished on each of these days. And I need to go back, of course, and do my journaling, because I have done like none of that. I might as well try to get that fairly close to the top. And that's crooked, but it's on there now. Let's get Tuesday on. At least the day and date will be on. And then if I go back and add anything to it, then I add to it. But I have some journaling space. I have my day and date. And I worked in my garden, and I dried some herbs, and I made some oregano oil. We talked about that last time. See, I worked in my garden. I can put that there. And this here. There's just not much else, you know, to put pictures of. I don't think uh-oh. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I had a big old glue blob on that, but it was just the light, must have been the glare. That's the word I was looking for. The glare from the jar in the picture. So, I have this little dehydrator, a picture of the dehydrator. I can put on here if I want to, somewhere. Well, I don't know if I'd want to now, but I mean, I could put it down here if I wanted to. I could have put it up underneath there, but I didn't. So we'll just wait. Okay, I'm not recapping my glue all the way because it's still hard for me to open. So let's move onward and forward. This is the 14th, and this is the day that I went, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use that, but I'm going to use it somehow. This was the day I worked the clinic this day, and I don't think I want to try to cover these pages. I'm gonna try to do it without covering, like putting, because I love these pages, but I'm just not sure, you know. I mean, clearly I'll have to put something on here because I need something to write on. Let me see. Oh, I have the perfect, where is it? I have, and I never can find it when I need it, but I have it. Here it is. This is one that somebody, it's narrow, so it might be too narrow. It's got like the medical cross on it. So maybe that's the day to put this. Maybe I want to leave that little bird in that corner, and maybe I'll put this here, and this here, and this here. That's an extra little piece. So, oh, but I was going to use this. Well. What if we slide this over here? I can put that down here. It doesn't have to cover up the bird. I can volunteer. I mean, I don't know. It does have some red in it. It pulls out the red on this side. So maybe that's not so bad. I can still do this, because that was all that day. And then that, oh, that leaves me, oh, I can, it already has the little indentation, and I can make a pocket out of that if I really want to put something on there. I think I need to straighten out the side a little bit. That might help. What do we think about that? I think I would cut it with the cutter so that it was straight. I don't want to use it as a background on this page. I mean, because it's, I mean, I could, but it's, oh wait, it might not be so bad. Because I don't really need it. I don't really need a, oh yeah, I can use a pocket. Because then I can write about whatever. If I use it as a background, it would look something like this. And it just really isn't, yeah. So let's go back to our other idea. So I can move this finger a little better. This pinching motion and this, or pulling away, is not happening. It just is not. I'm trying to put, I mean, I wear my hair in a ponytail most of the time, and it just doesn't. It's like, no, sorry. So trying to do a ponytail one-handed, if you've ever tried to do that, you know how difficult that is. Not fun. So I'm hoping they send me back to, I went to a hand specialist. He was my hand surgeon. I don't know, 5 years ago, whatever. I had surgery on my right hand. And I'm hoping they send me back to him. He's in that network of doctors, so I'm hoping that's who they send me to, or his PA. Because I know sometimes when they're trying to fit you in, they, you know, get you in with a PA or nurse practitioner or whatever to begin with. And that would be fine with me, because I liked his PA as well. So hopefully that will be the case. How did I have that? Had it like this. And that way we don't cover the bird. I'm going to put some washi on here. If I can find washi that I can live with, that matches both, because this doesn't really match the page, that bright orange. So if I can find something that matches both, then that would make me happy. There is some orange. Well, I don't think I intended on putting it that crooked, but it works. Yeah, I don't think that was my original plan. But, anyway, yeah, so I was really hoping they would call today. But it's afternoon, it's late afternoon now, and they have not called, so I'm thinking maybe tomorrow. And then, I don't know, there's times when I'm like, oh, it's fine, it'll be, you know, when I have it in the splint and I'm not using it too much or whatever, it doesn't hurt that bad. So I'm like, oh, maybe I don't need to go. Until I try to wash dishes or a pot, or, you know, put up my ponytail or something of that sort. Pick up something with that hand, that sort of thing. Oh, I got glue. Oh, well. Oh, well. So I can put urgent care down here. I went right after I left the clinic because, like I said, if you didn't hear me last week or well, a couple videos ago when I talked about this, I had gone to work. I worked the clinic on these Wednesdays, and so I had let one of the doctors look at it, or asked her to look at it, because I'm between primary care doctors. And so I asked her, I said, would you go get it x-rayed? And she said, yeah. I don't think, you know, we thought anything serious was wrong with it, but you just never know, all those little small bones in your wrist and hand, and it could be, like she said, it could be that I've, ew, I got goo everywhere. Could be that I've done something to, like, one of the ligaments or tendons or something in there, and which sometimes soft tissue injuries are harder to, they take longer to heal from than a broken bone, but I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, there's not much on this page. Oh, I went to Walgreens. Did I cut that out? I would imagine I did. I have all kinds of stuff cut out. Well, if I find it, I'll come back to it. I need something from my bit box. So, did we put something from... Yes, we already had something from the bit box on that day. And this was from the bit box on that day. We did not put anything from the bit box on this day or this day as of yet. So, I'm thinking... Okay, don't laugh. Hold on. I just want to see size-wise. Okay, so that large, this is the large, what do you call those things? Life card? Project life cards. That makes, I can't pick up my bit box. It's on my left side. And I don't want, well, I can't anyway. I can't. That would match the page. Has nothing to do with the day. That one, I might reserve the right to, let me repin my art glitter glue here. I don't need a phone. I was thinking back to the picture of my mom and that one page. I could put it on something like this or like this instead of that pink plaid. Okay. This is kind of hard to do one-handed. That one is blank-ish. Am I letting you look? I can't tell. Sorry. Don't want purple. I don't think I have anything that's orange, but this is the right side. I can cut down something. That might be pretty, except I'd rather that be a flip. I'm so glad you were here. Well, record keeper. So very thoughtful. Whoops. How about moments like this? This matches none of it. Just a snippet of my life. Maybe that'll work. How's that? You're not going to get to really see it anyway, so. Alright, so let me put these back up. Now that I've dropped them everywhere. But that was the good size. That was a good height. Size of a pocket anyway. Okay. So I didn't have anything on this day, but I'll go back and figure that part out. Let me go backtrack to this again. And this is what I was talking about. Instead of using, oh, it's not going to matter. That's what I was thinking, because it has the journaling on the back. I could put her picture here and then journal on the back. But I was looking for something just to glue down. Okay, never mind. Scratch that whole conversation. I'm going to tuck it back in there and we're going to call it good. Alright, where were we? I don't have anything from the... Technically, this piece kind of came out of my bit box, because when I put my scraps in my bit box. So we're not going to worry about this day right now. Can you tell I'm not worried about that day? I got that in there for that day. Let's, oh, here's my Walgreens. I thought it was the, yeah, there was the 15th, not the 14th. Okay. I knew I remember cutting out of Walgreens. So, this day, I have a journal with me video. I have Walgreens. Oh, I picked strawberries. Here's my... I have picked strawberries almost every day, though. But, since I have the room, I'm tempted to put that whole thing right here. And then... Oh, this kind of matches. That's kind of funny, because that matches that paper. And it's kind of an odd color. This does not match the paper, however. I think I'm going to cut... I might cut down to this one strawberry. Like, just kind of cut around this. And I'll reuse that. I'll use that strawberry for another day. And then that way I can put the 15th and the Thursday up here, because it really doesn't match over here. I'll put that there like that. That can go up here. This doesn't really matter. I can put it wherever. Put it like that. I have... I don't know why I hadn't kept that out. What else? Oh, I dehydrated herbs. The Walgreens. Oh, I had Spanish class. I did not print out another Wafui. I thought I did. I do usually garden in the mornings, on Thursday mornings. Well, I mean, I picked strawberries and stuff, so obviously I did something in the... I can put that one on there. That one's kind of funny. Here's the strawberry image I was looking for. But I was looking for it earlier and then found that one. I'd like to put this on one of the pages. I got this out of the magazines that I harvested. I think this is funny. The little monkey, and says I give up. What else do we have? I don't want all, I want this up here. I want this maybe, yep. Do I want this flip on here is what I'm trying to decide. As much as I love the look of it, I love the look of this paper on against that orange. And if I do it this way, I'm going to lose that. Well, I won't lose it totally. What did I do the next day? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I have this. It says, find friends who are as crazy as you and you'll never need therapy. Did I tell you about that last time? I can go back and add... No, I want the flip over here. If I want to flip on that day, I'll make a flip on that day. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to put this up here. And then this here, the Walgreens thing can go here. That can go up there. And then on the back side of this, I can put that or something else. Let me see what else I had cut out. Oh. Yeah, and I know I just ruined all that. I have that. I can put that. Oh, I never did washi. So this was the, actually this may go on this day. Let me glue this down because I know I'm putting this here. And, oh, that's the little Walgreens Band-Aid that I had that I thought was so cute. Yeah, because there's no doubt that's going there. So let me, this is all the stuff that I've cut out for the week. Oh, and this went on that day as well. Well, I'm not turning the page again until I glue the strawberries down. I'm just not gonna. Let's see. My phone is so dirty, I can't see my screen. I can't see how long I've been yammering. I would like to get a, you know, page or two completed. Let's see. This is going, I'm keeping it inside. I like that stitched line that's around that. So I like, oh, that I could have cut off. I still can. Or it can just glue down like that. So, and that covers that up. Let me put the 15th up here. So we got another number glued in. Yay. Normally I like to pick a page or 2 pages and have the stuff and work in them. But I feel like I've got all this stuff because I'm printing up the current stuff too, and I feel like I've got all this stuff dancing around in my head. And Thursday, I need to leave room for Spanish class. Although I know I have a clip art cut out of Spanish class somewhere. Ooh, that's got glue all over the front of it. I need to flip my glue page over, apparently. Yeah. My, I can tell when I use my hand, let's just say that. And it could be a tendonitis thing. It could be, you just never know. Just never know. I never did do washi on that pocket over there. But I said I wasn't going to till I had all this stuff glued in, huh? I need something from my bit box. Oh, bit box. Just in case you haven't been playing along or have heard. Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. Her item of the month challenge for May of 2025 is bit box. And if you've watched her, you've seen her bit box. So, okay, I will pick this up with my right hand and show you how the mess that is my bit box. It's got all my scraps in it. It's got some felt thingies. It's got some other thingies. It's got some ephemera. It's got some Project Life cards, some pockets, some flashcards, some things that I've made. It's got just a little bit of everything in it. Okay, everything's glued down on here. I can turn the page back. What was I turning the page back for? Oh, yeah. Because I met my primary care doctor that day. I was hoping to at least get through the 16th today. But we shall see. Okay, well, I needed washi. And I have plenty. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. I could use my strawberry washi. Because I've been picking strawberries like every day. Or I could use, this would be pretty, maybe. I don't know if it's that bright orange or not. Okay, don't do that with that hand. Don't do that with that hand either. Yeah, it's not going to come across as that bright orange. Okay, so that leaves me with either something like this that is kind of tie-dyed pink and orange. I don't want that one. I have the sunshines. I don't remember if it was, I think it was sunny that day. Or I can just use the strawberries. I know I'm about to use the strawberries on another day. This has got a yellow background though. Maybe since the rest of the page has pink on it, maybe this would look better. It's okay. It doesn't like rock my world, but the sunshines probably would have matched better or looked better, but I think the pink is more cohesive with the background. Just anything so you can't see how crooked I cut that thing. Of course, I cut my washi crooked too. It's okay. Alright, so I got that, I backtracked and got that on there. That's on there. What else? Strawberries, and I dehydrated herbs. So there's my dehydrator. I've been harvesting some of my herbs a little earlier than I normally do. Which is good, because normally I end up waiting until, you know, it freezes, and then, you know, and then you can't. Oh, I was printing off all this stuff. I can't get to it. Okay, this one is so funny. My ducks may not be in a row, but at least they're having fun. Your ducks probably hate you for making them line up like that. Isn't that hilarious? I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I need a tab, like right here. That would be great. I have a tab in my bit box. I have a pink tab. Look, that matches. And we can pretend it came out of the bit box. It matches that pink in there. I like it. It came out of a bit pile. What's the difference, right? Bit pile or bit box. Would y'all, I know that I like when Allison does her clean off the desk and stuff like that. Would y'all like to see one of those? Because I have got bins and buckets and just stuff everywhere, and I need to go through it. I need to finish my April journal. I thought about doing like one more, like a rewind video and backtrack and do my Walgreens Band-Aid right there. A Band-Aid. Where did that go? Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Now I was gonna put my hand in the braise right here. Am I even in frame? I can't tell. I'm serious, I need to clean my phone screen. Actually, I could put it right here. That cuts down the amount that I have to write, but it doesn't really matter because I have a pocket. I think it probably looks better coming off of this corner than it does over here. Probably should have scooted urgent care over a little bit more, but that's okay. I like it there. It's going there. But I went ahead and cut out. I print out a bunch of stuff, and see, I write the dates that they go on the back of the image so that I can remember. Do I want it all the way at the bottom? Can you see? Yeah, I think I'm going to put it at the bottom. Okay. Well, it was close to the bottom. Not right at the bottom. I'm going to do like that. Okay, so I think we can quit going back to this day. And like I said, if I need more writing room, I have a pocket. I can write on the back of that. So I have something for my bit box on that day. I now have something for my bit box on this day.